If your small nonprofit's board consists of 3 loyal friends who approve every idea but rarely challenge, contribute, or open doors, you may have a board on paper, but you do not yet have the board your mission needs. A healthy board does not have to be large. It must be intentionally structured. Before we unpack that structure, please pause long enough to smash that subscribe button. Community Lifters exists to encourage, equip, and empower nonprofit and ministry leaders with practical wisdom grounded in biblical truth. Now, let's build your ideal board. Number 1, begin with the right size. For many small nonprofits, 5 to 7 committed board members provide a strong starting point. That is not a universal legal formula. Your state law and bylaws may impose specific requirements. But 5 to 7 members are often enough to provide diverse perspectives without creating unnecessary bureaucracy. BoardSource warns that an oversized board can make meaningful engagement, productive discussion, and timely decisions more difficult. Conversely, a board that is too small may lack independence, expertise, and accountability. Your goal is not to fill chairs. It is to create a governing team capable of fulfilling its responsibilities. Number 2, fill functions, not favors. Do not build your board exclusively around friendship, family relationships, or willingness to say yes. Build it around the functions your organization needs. At minimum, I recommend looking for people who can provide strength in these areas: mission and spiritual alignment, financial oversight, legal, risk or governance awareness, fundraising and community relationships, programs and measurable impact, marketing and communication, and organizational leadership. One person may fill more than one role, particularly during the startup stage. But every important function should have an identifiable champion. Paul gives us the theological foundation in 1 Corinthians 12. Paul says the body is not one member, but many. A board made entirely of people who think alike is missing the beauty and the strength of the body. But here is the mistake that quietly destroys many small nonprofit boards. They recruit different resumes, but they do not recruit independent voices. If everyone is afraid to question the founder, you still have only one voice in the room. Psychologist Amy Edmondson's research found that psychological safety is associated with team learning. Psychological safety is the belief that people can speak honestly and take interpersonal risks. Your board members must be able to ask difficult questions without being treated as disloyal. Proverbs 15:22 says, "Without counsel plans fail, but with many advisors they succeed." Biblical counsel is not ceremonial agreement. It requires honest, humble, and sometimes uncomfortable conversation. Number 3, establish clear leadership roles. Your board should ordinarily include a chair who leads the board rather than running the organization, and a vice chair who provides backup leadership. Also a secretary who protects the integrity of records, and a treasurer who leads financial oversight without becoming the organization's bookkeeper. The executive director should participate actively in board meetings, provide information, and help shape strategy, but should not dominate the governing body. IRS governance guidance emphasizes that a charitable board should include independent members and should not be controlled by employees or family members. Accountability protects both the mission and the leader. Number 4, keep the committee structure lean. A small nonprofit does not need 7 committees. Start with 2 essential functions: finance, including budgets and risk, and governance, including recruitment and board development. Fundraising may become a 3rd committee when the workload justifies it. For temporary needs, like a building project, create a time-limited task force. BoardSource recommends using focused committees for ongoing responsibilities and task forces for specific projects. Structure should make the work clearer, not heavier. Number 5, separate governance from operations. The board governs, the executive director manages. The board protects the mission, establishes policy, approves strategy, oversees finances, evaluates the leader, and ensures resources are available. The executive director leads the staff, manages programs, implements strategy, and handles daily operations. When board members begin directing employees or choosing office supplies, they have crossed from governance into management. Exodus 18 offers a warning about poor structure. Jethro watched Moses attempting to carry every responsibility himself and told him, "What you are doing is not good." He then advised Moses to distribute responsibility among trustworthy, capable people. That is more than delegation advice. It is a biblical picture of sustainable leadership. In closing, the ideal board for a small nonprofit is not the largest board, the wealthiest board, or the most impressive board. It is a small, diverse, independent, spiritually aligned, and fully engaged governing team, one that knows its responsibilities and shares the weight of the mission. So ask yourself, does your current board merely occupy seats, or does its structure make your mission stronger? If this video helped you, you will want to watch a short video on Your Board Isn't Broken, It's Built Wrong by clicking on the button to my left. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Community Lifters. Together, let's build boards that protect the mission and multiply the impact for God's glory. And until then, keep your focus on the mission.